Good morning, I'm Jeff. I'm a Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 13876 Southeast Mountain Crest Drive here in Happy Valley. We're located at the just around the front left corner. This is the left side of the house here. So right here at the corner we have a 3-inch ABS cleanout. This will be our point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. I do have the kitchen sink running. I'm going to zero out the length counter right here. We're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. And it does transition here immediately upon access. It looks like the pipe may be belling out here too. It looks like it's going from 3 to 4-inch pipe, and we've got PVC now. Anyway, here we go. Right here, the line transitions from PVC over to 3034 PVC pipe. We do have some separation in this joint. Because of the turn, we're not able to really see a whole lot of the left side of the line there, but you can see how this section right here is opened up. So we'll look at that again when we drain the line out at the end, maybe get a better picture, but there's a good chance that that joint there is open to the ground and is probably letting at least, it looks like some water is actually flowing through the joint there. So I would recommend that get fixed. It's not doing a significant amount to affect the flow right now, but it's one of those that needs to be addressed before it does some erosion problems and stuff like that. Right here at 108 feet, we'll take another look at this when the line's all drained out. The pipe here looks like it's fairly deformed. But anyway, we'll get a better picture when we get the line all drained out. It looks like something smashed it. As you see right here, when you pull back, you can see how tall that pipe is. I believe this is still 4-inch 3034 PVC. But when you get right up here, you see how much that is shrunken down. That's gone from 4 inches there to about 2 inches. So something has really smashed this line here. We'll see if there's any obvious cracks or separations there that or where the pipe is split open. The tricky part here is even if there's not right here, there may be right over here, but on the kind of the back side or underneath the camera where we just simply can't see. So anyway, we'll take another look at that there, but that's not loving the way that looks. It looks like something's really oiled on the pipe there. Not to say it's not still functioning, but And this is another spot here that we're going to have to let it drain out for a bit so we can get a decent picture as to what's going on here. I can't tell if that's a turn in the pipe there. And I don't know if we've just dropped into the main. I'll have to do some locating here. Alrighty, here at 160 feet out, we have reached the main lateral. I'll do locates to verify where the line ends up headed to. Then we'll let it drain out here for about 5 minutes or so to get all the water out so we can take a look at. There's 2 or 3 different spots in the line there where it looks like there's either some kind of damage or someone installed things incorrectly. So we'll check that out on the way back. I did look at the camera head successfully out the main lateral on Southeast Mountain Crest Drive. I've turned the water off. We're going to see water running here for a little bit. I'm going to reel back to the first area I'm concerned about, and then we'll let it drain out completely. Alright, so right here, it's a hard spot to get a good view at. It looks like we have a turn here in the line that the camera rounds a bend once it goes past this stuff. It's a lot of these issues that I'm seeing here they're issues not so much in a functionality problem. Like this is obviously impeding the flow to some extent. We are seeing a little bit of debris collect here. Most of the issues aren't causing a ton of problems in the way of flow and functionality of the line. They're still all issues that can lead to bigger problems down the road. If these joints are opened up and letting water escape, or you can also let dirt and stuff flow into a pipe from outside the line and cause some erosion issues and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm going to try and push out here a little closer. Yeah, this looks like it got beat up in some way, shape, or form. It's bent that whole piece of pipe in on itself. So anyway, I do recommend correcting this. I'm going to try and locate it as best I can. I'm going to pull back here just a little bit. I'll mark with a white X. Okay, I attempted to locate this spot here. I'm picking up a signal right at the crest of the hillside at the front yard. Unfortunately, due to the angle on the camera here, I cannot get a good accurate signal, so you will need to call for locates in order to fix that. And I would talk to a repair company about what the best way to do that is. If this is like 15 to 20 feet deep under this hillside, try and look into some kind of trenchless process, or see if this is a significant enough issue. What we can't see is the backside where the pipe's peeled up to see if it's open to the ground or not. But with the amount of damage that's there, I would recommend a repair on that. Now here at about 108 feet out, this is where we have the pipe where it's been crushed. I'm going to push forward here a little bit and then we'll locate this. I should be able to at least get some kind of marking down on this one. Okay, I've located here. This is in the front yard area near the top of the hill, just before it drops off towards the street. I put a white X down. My locator's indicating between 13 feet and below 15. So anyway, when you have to call for locates, I would recommend relocating all the spots. This could actually end up being deeper than 15 feet when it's bouncing around like that. But I was able to get a fairly accurate signal up on the top there and put a white X on the yard. Alrighty, I did locate the line right here. I do recommend a repair on this spot. This is a joint that we can tell very obviously is separated and opened up to the ground here. So I would definitely recommend repairing this. When we had water flowing, you can see the water flowing right into that joint. There's a very good chance you're losing a decent amount of water out through that joint there. Anyway, this is right only about 2-3 feet away from the cleanout. I've marked it with a big white X. Sort of about 3 feet deep here. The other issues in the line, it looks like there's the pipe has been kind of beat up there in a few of those spots, but the one where the joint is peeled back, the way that the water is flowing there, and the angle that pipe has on it, the likelihood of what we can't tell is if we were able to come backwards, we could see the other side of that joint to see if it's opened up. At this point, there's a little bit of plastic in the way, but the way that this line is an angled, everything shooting through it like a rocket. So it's just not impeding the flow there, and the likelihood that water could actually get back up underneath that joint with the amount of gravity and flow the line has is extremely unlikely. So given that the depth is 15 feet plus deep there, in my opinion, those issues are just not worth repairing. There's no debris collecting other than very minor stuff, and we still have good flow all the way out. This one here I would recommend repairing, though. We know this is open to the ground for sure. So anyway, we do have good flow all the way out. Apart from a couple boogered up spots, the majority of the line is in good condition. We've got good flow. The line is functioning at this time. I'm actually going to reverse direction here for a moment and scope back into the house underneath the basement floor. Alright, we're flipping around here, heading inside the house. And I'll zero out right here. We do have a flush coming down the line, it looks like. We got some standing water there, right as the line is exiting the foundation. That particular spot is just inside the foundation wall and actually underneath it, it looks like. I'll locate that here under the basement floor. Here's our toilet flush. We'll give that a second to drain out. Alright, due to the twists and turns there, my camera is not going to go any further. We're 62 feet in, but we're probably only a few feet from the very end of the line at this point. I'm going to go ahead and reel out here. Try and take another look at the pipe here right inside the foundation. Once we got past that belly there, right off the bat, all the pipe beyond that is draining out well and is in good shape. we're back here where the standing water is at. Oh, the water level here is going up to the top of the camera lens. So we've got an inch of standing water here from essentially the clean out. I'll try and get kind of an exact measurement here. It's about 3 or 4 feet of pipe there. I'll push all the way here to the beginning of where the belly starts at, and I'll locate that spot. Yeah, it's about 4 feet or so. It's basically from the clean out into the house, about 5 feet in total. Alright, I located the camera head here where the belly begins. And I'm referring to that as the line works its way out of the house. Anyway, we've got a belly here that extends about 4.5 feet or so, 5 feet, basically from the clean out into the house, or from the clean out in about 5 feet. And I did take a picture of the floor with my little markers down to get a decent idea of where it's at. It's about 1 foot 8 inches deep. Unfortunately, I can't put paint markings on the carpet. That'll have to do. I would recommend relocating it if a repair is done. Anyway, we have an inch of standing water here for about 5 feet, or at least an inch. In some spots it looks like it might be more, but it's consistently an inch of standing water here. Now, with that amount of standing water in the line, this is at the point here where you will start to get debris collecting, especially if you're putting the wrong stuff down the pipe. Just regular old folded toilet paper and some food here and there down the disposal is most likely going to get through this spot without too much issue. If larger wads of toilet paper, big balled up wads of toilet paper or paper towels, cooking grease going down the sink, stuff that shouldn't go down the line is going to hang up in a spot like this very easily. And that's the concern. It's not so much the toilet paper, it's when someone accidentally puts the wrong thing down the pipe and it just clogs up right here. So anyway, I would recommend a repair there to correct that. It would require saw cutting up the floor there, and it looks like that belly extends all the way underneath the foundation, so you would have to deal with it right underneath the foundation. Again, it's one of those issues that it can be lived with. I don't see such a significant amount of debris there that I would say it's clogged in that spot there before, but with an inch of water there for about 5 feet, it's an area where you could quite easily get some debris building up there. So if you don't do a repair on it, I would just do a rescope, maybe in a year or so, to keep an eye on it and see how that belly is reacting to the new homeowner's living habits. That has a lot to do with it too. The amount of people in the house, what's going down the line, and how much and how often. So anyway, the 2 things I would recommend repairing here for sure, definitely the separated joint here that's about 2 feet out from the clean out that's open to the ground, and then that belly there I would also recommend correcting.